Happy Cinco de Mayo, Sam and cross stitchers. If you did not know, yesterday was the 4th, or should I say, May the 4th be with you. And I sat in this exact spot and watched TV, which is right over there, and watched all 6 episodes of the Star Wars series saga thing. I started out with episode 6 because it's the only episode I own, and it's an iPhone format on my iTunes, and so when I put it on my computer and then to my TV, it was very blurry, which was not fun. But then I went to my cousin's house and I borrowed their versions of the saga, and so I continued with my uh, series watching from 6, 1 through 5. I haven't watched episodes 1, 2, and 3 in a long time, just because I own at home episodes 4, 5, and 6 on VHS, and so occasionally I'll watch those just because they're classic, you know. Han Solo, who doesn't love him? Because you have to love him. I forgot how much I don't like episodes 1 through 3. I mean, I like them because they're Star Wars, and Star Wars universe is quite great. But episode 1, it's good because Anakin is an adorable little kid, and the racing scene is just great. But it's gross because he obviously falls in love with cute little Padme, but she definitely, like, you can tell that she's not just like, oh, what a cute little kid. She's sort of like, oh wow, I bet he's gonna be really hot and powerful when he grows up. And it's just creepy, like, not quite pedophile creepy, but pretty close to that level. And I just don't really enjoy the first episode. Episode 2, I just don't like it at all because it's the story, I just don't care at all. Like, oh no, the world's not a perfect place. Well, duh, it's not a perfect place, because then it wouldn't be the world, right? Anakin just gets so whiny, and he's such a little punk. Like, he's like, oh, I haven't seen Padme in 10 years, and then she tries to act normal because she's a senator, so she can't, be all gaga eyes over this boy who she hadn't seen since he was like 8. And then he gets all whiny because she acts like she just barely remembers him, which she should act like, an adult senator, right? And it just pisses me off because he gets all whiny, and then they fall in love, and it's just gross, and their flirting is so awkward and gross, and I'm just like, Episode 3, the whole time, whenever I see Anakin, I just know that, hey, at the end of this movie, you're gonna go and just massacre cute little Jedi trainee kids. Like, what is that? Just a horrible person, and he just obviously he's transitioning from his good to the bad side, the light to the dark side. Going into his turning into Darth Vader. But he just is so, I just don't like him because he kills little babies, and it's so sad. But his hair is quite luscious in that movie. I do like his hair. There's this one part where Obi-Wan's like riding this lizard dinosaur thing, and he's just so adorable because he's like having the time of his life on this giant bearded dragon looking thing. But I just don't really like episodes 1 through 3 because of those reasons. Mainly because Anakin is gross. Ugh, me. But then we get to the great parts of the saga, aka the original, aka Star Wars, what it was meant to be, and not this stupid 1 through 3 episode catastrophe it turned out to. Episode 4 is adorable because I just love it. The cantina scene is perfect because 1, Han Solo, 2, groovy alien tunes, and 3, Han Solo. Harrison Ford is just amazing. I just love him in Star Wars and in Indiana Jones. I love how simple it is to blow up the Death Star. I just find it hilarious how they're just like, oh, just hit it in this one spot, and it's so simple. Obviously it's made in the 70s, and I just think that's what I love about the original 3 is that they're old. They're done very well for being made with whatever technology they actually had access to. The actors are quite good, and it's funny. It's not just like pure sci-fi, like the characters have substance. R2-D2, C3PO, like they're hilarious. Like It's just great. Episode 4 is good. I really like the Yeti scene, how he just kind of goes like that, and then the camel thing that Luke rides on is dead. That's it. It's great. It's cheesy. It's great. Luke and Leia have that kiss, and it's gross because you just know that, oh, you guys are totally related. Stop. Mm, mm, mm. And then Han and Leia and I Love You and I Know, it just gets me every time. I just love them so much. It's just a great series, and the Ewoks are adorable. I've actually been to Tikal, and I've seen, like, when you see the planet that the Ewoks live on, and you see the temples, which are actually old Mayan temples down in Guatemala. I've been there, and I've seen the sights, and it's way cool because just to think I've been where the Ewoks are, because I'm really nerdy, and it's great. But I hope you enjoyed my little rambling about Star Wars, and if you didn't, I'm sorry, I just really like Star Wars. Yes, if you think I'm nerdy now, just wait until someday I'll talk about Lord of the Rings, then I'll get serious into that. Like on my level of things I love and nerdiness, it's like Pokemon, Princess Bride, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. So, stay tuned for that. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you later, Sam.